Greetings, fans of modern Magic. It's Jay and Derek
Ready, Derek and Jay coming at you.
back again, and we're going to be doing some Death and Taxes classic.
Death and taxes, kid.
We've been waiting for this Skyclave apparition. This little beauty right here. Can I get it to come up? When it enters the battlefield, exile one target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with converted mana cost less than 4. When it leaves the battlefield, exiled card's owner gets an XX illusion token, where X is the converted mana cost of the card.
Right.
So they don't get the card back.
Right. Oblivion Ring, they don't get the card back. They get an XX equal to the CC of the card you took.
Right, and for the kind of decks that like with walls and blade splicers gumming up the ground and stuff, like the token's quite incidental most of the time. Especially, it doesn't really usually gel with a modern strategy to
And
have
plus, you
ground
can
counters.
Flicker Wisp the tokens away, or you can displace the tokens away
Yeah,
as well.
exactly. So it's lots of ways to deal with it. This Skyclave apparition, if you don't have them yet, get them. I
They're
think
only
they're
$8 already, man.
yeah on online. Like they're pre-ordering for 2 in real life. We ordered them at 6 each
I think so.
off the Canadian site to get a set of 4 of them. They look amazing. They really shore up a lot of situations, especially for our version, where but even the other ones, like other versions where you're playing first turn Giver, second turn Stoneforge Mystic, go get your Batter Skull, then third turn they have their Amulet of Vigor out or something, and you're like, I'm gonna get stomped. Well, now you play the apparition and you're not gonna get stomped.
It's good for tempo. Like it's for white, anything that has like white creatures that are attacking, which is a Stoneforge Mystic basically is most of those decks. It just gets rid of whatever's going to stop you from attacking
That's
with
right.
your little dudes.
Well, and it cures what ails you. And almost all decks have some permanents that it's good for. It gets creatures, it gets planeswalkers, it gets artifacts, it gets enchantments. Like, it could give us game, and especially with the flickers. Like, even against Boggles, I could see us stealing games now, because you drop this, you can take out his Rancor.
Boggles.
I'm serious, you take out their Rancor, then you flick it, you come up, it comes back, and you take out their thing that gives it first strike. Or lifelink, and you deal with their problematic things. You have a recursive way to deal with these permanents main deck now, where we just had no game for them before. Like, white for some reason was just getting everything was you have to either kill a creature or you have to kill an artifact specifically, or haven't made a card this versatile in a long time, and this fits into a lot of different decks, and I've seen already a lot. There was a top 4 a modern challenge where a guy made top 4 with Zendikar.
He was playing like Aether Vial. And,
classic version with Stoneforge
Mystic.
And he was playing 4 of these already. So, I mean, and then there's the Heliod decks with the combo.
Yeah, we played against one.
We already played
That's a
one,
sick
and
deck,
it made
actually.
top 32. It's got a lot of game. It's a very interesting deck. It's a lot of interactions, so it was a little off-putting even playing this at the first time, because you're like, not really understanding the consequences
Didn't know
of
what
all
it did.
your
We got
actions.
rocked.
That's right. Well, it's still close. It was close. Some
I
mistakes
think,
were made.
I think we won eventually, didn't we?
Well, it was a close match either way. I don't know. I remember we made it. No, I think we ended up losing a game we should have won, sadly. But that's on us. So, anyways, the Skyclave apparition does a lot for us. Like imagine against Jund, where they kill your Thalia on turn 2, then drop Lily, and they tick it up, and you're like, oh my god, I'm dead now.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm going to drop this. I'm going to kill it, and then they can kill this. They get a 3/3. Like for our version, we're going to play Wall of Omens or Blades Blazer, and that 3/3 is going to get outclassed. But like a lot of, or Flicker Wisp the token. You drop your Flicker Wisp. It's a lot of ways to deal with it. It's not that huge of a downside at all, as opposed to them getting it back like they always have.
Right.
So
it's good.
Yeah, so it's good.
We're also playing this weird Skyclave Cleric / land guy.
Yeah, it's one of those flips.
I'm not sure if you can show the. Oh, yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, so it's 2 to cast when it comes into play, gain 2 life, and it's a 1/3, so it kind of goes with their flicker effects anyway. Or it's a land that comes into play tap. So we've already shaved down on the Windbrisk Kites, and it feels like sometimes like first of all when these these cards, I believe when they leave the battlefield they come back into play face up. Which would mean it comes back as the Skyclave Cleric.
If it's a land, we have 7 lands. We can play Flicker Wisp, target our own
land, and gain 2 life.
Skyclave, the land Skyclave. It's going to come back as the creature Cleric.
That's right.
Life.
And in particular, in a long game like that, where if we have a Windbrisk Kites out, that could make the difference. Like just having the extra body that can swing. Right. So it's like in those prolonged games.
You can only Flicker Wisp it when it's a land, though. Restoration Angel and Displacer can't target lands. So.
That's right. So it's only Flicker Wisp. So this version's not the strongest to bring it out. But I kind of think it's got game, especially because you could just play it for 2 mana on turn 2 instead of like your Arbiter's not going to do anything against the red decks. Instead, you can play this. Then when you play your Flicker Wisp turn 3, you've now gained 4 life. When you play your Resto, you can block with it, flick it. Well,
we played the Charming Prince when red was super prevalent, like a couple seasons ago, and
I wasn't too impressed with it.
No, but I mean, the one time we gained a bunch of life with it, it worked out.
Yeah, that's true. It worked out sometimes. It was all right. It was a middling card, I thought. Like it had, it sometimes helped us run away with some games, and it often kind of was like, I'd rather do something else.
It was often a 2/2. Yeah, that gained 3 life.
So, and then we're going to stick with our 4 Thought Knots. Displacer looks more important
Oh,
than ever, it
savage.
looks like, in this environment.
Especially with the apparition, you can really go crazy with it.
Yeah, like, and you can stack the apparition's got old school stacking.
Yes, it's Oblivion Ring, not Banishing Light.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, yeah, like, so if you target something and in response blink it, they won't get the token from the first card because it won't have resolved yet.
It's just gone. Yeah.
So they don't even get a 0/0 or nothing. It's done. And then what else? We're down to 3 Blade Splicers, 4 Wall of Omens, just to get the sweet value off of Displacer, Flicker Wisp, Resto. Plus against the Prowess decks and stuff, that's a pretty big... The Wall of Omens a good speed bump. They have to blow a lot to get through it.
Well, one Lava Dart,
Well, Prowess, Lava Dart, that's not enough yet. Something a little more. I'm going to need a little more, Derek.
Lava Dart and a half, I guess.
Exactly. And 4 paths, because, it's really good. Arbiters, Thalia, slow them down.
The rest of the pack
Thought
is the
Knot,
same,
pick out the way of their hand. You know how it goes. So now sideboard.
We struggle with the sideboard, honestly.
Yeah, we're not sure what's going on in the environment yet. We've seen that Mill is pretty good, and we don't have much interaction. So, and Dredge is not huge.
Yeah.
It looks like it can do a lot still, but it's not a consistently big deck. So we're gonna hedge against Dredge and play Wheel of Sun and Moon, which is pretty fun against Mill. It's like whenever a card would go to a player's graveyard, it goes back on the bottom.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get this out, like anytime they mill you, it just goes right on the bottom. They can never mill you out. So that's that'll be a lot of fun to do against them. And then if you do get it early against Dredge, it will be quite effective. And our deck's not that bad against Dredge, even if they're kind of going.
Right. So it's kind of like Rest in Peace against Dredge, but it doesn't remove the cards already in their graveyard.
That's right.
Play it is the main difference, right?
But it also screws with the decks too, because people play fetches wanting to thin out their decks, but every time you sack that fetch, it goes back on the bottom. And then if you're playing fetches, you shuffle your deck, so it's like you can keep drawing
if
your
run
fetches.
And then plus they only play like 2 or 3 targets total for their fetches.
Yeah, so it's like eventually it's like I'm not sacking this for sure.
They're just drawing
it's just
their
gonna
fetches
sit here.
to do nothing. Yeah.
So we're gonna try those out. If Dredge were bigger, I don't think I would risk this.
Of course not.
It doesn't look that big, and this is pretty effective against it. A couple Revoke Existences because that's how we roll. I don't like to lose to like Torpor Orb or Ensnaring Bridges very much.
Right.
Torpor Orb in particular, like because now Ensnaring Bridge we have main deck Skyclave Apparitions, which now deals with those, but it's still
Torpor Orb still ruins our freaking day.
That's right. Exactly. And just decks that play I don't know. It might be wrong, but I don't like to go without them until I know more. Winds of Abandon. I think that this card has become better in this deck now because you have the apparitions. There's going to be more games where the game's going to go longer because on your 3rd turn, you're putting out a real beater or like really advancing your board in order to take away something that they played that was going to increase
you muck
their
up
game.
the board a lot with the apparition. Exactly.
That's right. And then when you blink it the next turn, or like so you're going to create a lot of situations where you're going to go longer into the game, I think. And so these Winds of Abandon, I saw them in the guy who made top 4. He also had Settled the Wreckages, if you want to go very hardcore on it.
Right.
I don't know about that. That seems a little over the edge for me. I always find that whenever I do it, people just assume I have it or something, and they just stop attacking me.
I feel
and I'm like, how do you know that? I have Restos.
Well, it's 4 mana either way, right?
Yeah. So I think Winds of Abandon's actually picked up a lot of steam for the environment now. Pithing Needles, we just lost. One of our losses with the last league we played.
The Heliod deck requires activated abilities to win.
And the Devoted Druid.
Devoted Druid. Oh, fuck.
We hate that deck. Sometimes we play Sorcerer's Spyglass, but against a deck like that too, you want to be able to play your Pithing Needle into your
turn
Arbiter.
Like Thalia or Arbiter.
Yeah, if you can. So that's so important that I think it's worth it. And you know what you want to stop against those decks. So, and Pithing Needle, you could also just name their Mother of Ruins if you're going second and they've already played it. Or their Giver of Runes.
Right.
In order, if you have
if you have the path up, yeah.
Because then it'll stop all of those givers as well. So, Deck and Stone is more removal, and just the environment's fast, and people, like Soulscar Mages, people drop all of them.
Yeah.
They're going to drop all their Monastery Swift Spears. And you know what? Even after you Deck and Stone them, they're probably even going to do it the next game, because that's what their deck does. Like they can't really afford to hold back, so I think Deck and Stone's got a lot of play.
I think it's good against Prowess, yeah.
Yeah, and a few other decks like that. Like Humans, right? Like, it's pretty decent. You got to hedge your bets against them with, so you don't get Meddling Mage out of the game. And Deck and Stone, you can hit multiple...
And plus, if their Heliod is active, you can actually get rid of it with these exiles. All the white stuff exiles.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, it's nice to have more God removal. Exactly. Okay. And then, And then Aven Mind Sensors, Primeval Titan decks. Gotta stop him.
And revoke existence over disenchant because it can get rid of gods as well.
Yeah, he gets rid of gods. Still worm coils.
And
like
plus, it
might
yeah,
come
and
on.
it gets rid of ensnaring bridges for forever.
Well, it does. See, there's the new Karn. The new Karn is able to get them from exile, I believe. So it's actually disenchant is sort of better against those decks because they have no. But they have. They usually have things.
It's like
that remove
Wish,
it.
really? Does it work?
Yeah,
like
it's a
that?
wish. I believe so. I'm not positive. If you guys hit us in the comments because we don't want to Google, and we want to give you something to talk about. So.
All right, let's get started here. Jim.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna get started. Round 1. How do we do this? Constructed?
No, we already have it in the bottom.
Play match.
Already have it. So right here, right here. Oh, there you go.
Play league?
Yep.
All right.
We got it.
Blast off. Smooth as ever.
We played a test with this deck, or something very similar to this deck, yesterday. We played a league with it. It went 3-2.
3-2. But we got our play points back because there's a massive mistake with Haven Mind Sensor.
Yeah,
the guy's
something-
able to see 25 cards.
Instead of the top 4 cards when we played.
It's like, we're going to limit you a little bit. 1/4 of your deck.
So we were kind of happy with it. We steamrolled the first 3 opponents.
Yeah, we started feeling unbeatable. It's probably when we started getting a little looser. I don't know.
we did make some mistakes.
Well, I was the pilot, so
Exactly.
I made mistakes, I guess. But I'm also, we didn't really play for those last year, so
We definitely got to get back in the format. Like when we kind of know half the decks, but they have had so many card
we're
changes.
still reading a lot of cards.
We don't quite understand what's important and what's not important sometimes.
And when we're looking at the deck list, you can't click on the new cards. You have to actually like Google them, like because they're not into the system
Who wants
yet.
to do that?
Come on, that's we're handicapped here big time. But well, we're gonna keep plugging away. We're learning. It's not changed that much. That's because that's the beauty of modern. Although it is like there's a rotation now, eh?
Well,
Like
I mean,
modern, it's like it's in a nice place right now.
Modern Horizons 2.
Yeah, exactly.
this
Oh,
year,
but
too.
Modern Horizons 2
Gonna
is
spend
gonna
another
come out.
$4,000 on that shit.
Yeah, that's right. It's like they made a new lightning bolt, but it does 4 damage.
I'm happy with this hand,
Yeah.
Jason.
Well, we have to go.
We're going second against Hugo
Freitas.
Freitas?
Uh-oh, here comes the prowess. No, uh-oh, Storm?
That still could be prowess now. There's no way they can play that, right?
Well, we got Thalia, so
Well, we're going second against Storm, but we do have Talia. Yeah.
Thalia into Arbiter, Ghost Quarter.
Yeah. Poor blue. I don't know, another Thalia. What do they even play?
Probably Path.
They can play Brawl and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's right. It's nice to get rid of that stuff. F6.
Yeah. I don't like going second against this deck, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. First would be
And
bad.
it is that deck, right? Yeah, it totally is.
That sucks.
No, it's got to be Thalia, Jay, right?
I think so.
Don't reveal the Ghost Quarter yet.
No, I gotta play the Ghost Quarter because in case I draw something else I need. No.
Well, I guess. I mean, that's not a huge thing, but I'd rather not have him see the Ghost Quarter. Because next turn we're almost going to certainly land Arbiter Ghost Quarter, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not. We can path this guy with land Arbiter.
Oh, we can't because of Thalia.
Damn, he didn't do anything.
Let's get Arbiter up.
Wait for him to tap that mana, and then give him the old Ghost Quarter.
Oh no. He draws 2 cards off that. We're gonna get worked here. I should have pathed that thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Jeez.
Oh, he discarded a Brawl too? What filth. That's not good for us.
Discard or Brawl.
To Brawl, just draw and discard whenever you
Yeah, that's right.
counter something. So it was like a free draw.
Oh.
Oof.
Okay, well, we're going to play Arbiter, Path, and Ghost Quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of
The
okay,
classic
isn't it?
tax move.
Hopefully he doesn't do too much about this.
We're going to hit all the classics right here on our turn.
Hopefully he doesn't do too much. Then we can...
Okay, well, get Mutavault out, I think.
Yeah.
In case he comes into play.
Yep. Play the path first. I think. Or I guess you could have Ghost Quarter and then went to combat.
Come on, don't
And
have
go
a
to second
gold
main.
2.
Yeah, we could win second main here. Oh, we will Ghost Quarter in response, so we can't pay the 2.
Oh, I didn't.
All right, we got off to a really good start.
Yeah, I messed that up.
He doesn't have any brawls, presumably, because we killed one and he discarded one.
So you can still search right now. Jeez.
Yeah, you can. You want to upkeep him? No, that's stupid. That's just
I
wait.
think we wait.
Should have Ghost Quarter first. Listen to my advice.
Yeah, yeah.
Or we could have got the land for free. I mean, I don't know. It was probably the same thing.
Well, now if he wants to remand our Thought Knot, he loses a land.
I like this double Thought on 2 turns in a row, though. If he's doing nothing, I mean,
Attack for 2, I guess.
attack for 2 first, sure.
Oh, maybe I should have played Thought Knot in case he bolts this.
No, that's fine. He's gonna bolt it. He's gonna bolt it when he responds to Thought Knot anyway. Another remand here would be kind of stupid, but
Oh, Past in Flames or Gift Ungiven.
I think it's the gifts, right?
I think it is the gifts. Yeah, gotta be the gifts.
That's exiled, baby. Exiled.
So now he's got Past in Flames and the Ritual.
I don't think he has enough cards without. Oh, maybe he does.
Do you think we hit a miss to upkeep to just try to...
Maybe we should have just took Past in Flames. We should have the math, actually.
Oh, I have nothing stopping him. Oh, fuck.
Man, we're starting off great, Jason.
Well, I got nothing on his upkeep. I'm not used to this.
You just took it off.
Well, because I don't need it every turn, but I got it now.
I don't
At
think
the beginning of his combat? No.
I don't think he's gonna go for it. Do you want to do an end of his end step? To tap some. I mean, I don't know what he would have to counter our stuff anyway.
Hmm.
Do they play Cryptic Commands? They don't play Cryptic Commands, do they?
No. Remand, that's it.
Attack for 6. I mean, he's probably thinking that he just has plenty of time and doesn't want to try to go for it, right? Even though it may have worked out for him.
Right.
There's a very good chance it wouldn't, and then he'd blow his load. Whereas he probably has a couple turns before it's even relevant to go for it. But we should drop another Thoughts here.
Yeah. Take the Ritual.
Oh, what a bastard!
Then he only has 1 Ritual in his graveyard.
Take the Ritual. Because then we can't Ritual, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to stop on his upkeep?
Yeah.
Man, drawing a second Past in Flames.
That was dirty.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? He's going to pay 2 and do it. I think we're blowing it here.
But he only has 2 Past in Flames in his hand.
All right. I think we're just throwing away a Ghost Quarter here for nothing.
Well, we got lots of land. Because next turn we can use the rest of.
For additional Thought Knot Seers?
Yeah. If we need to.
Like, really, it kind of Rishadan, sacrifice a land, Rishadan poured him there. I don't think that was...
Hate Metamorphose.
Well, we have the lethal, so
Is it lethal?
we'll activate Mutavault, attack for
12?
12?
Oh, I like the way you think. Yeah! We're so good! You should have went for it, pal!
Maybe we should double Ghost Quarter. All right, well, that worked out. I guess he should have went for it that one turn where he could have probably 30%, 40% chance of doing it.
That's right.
Because he had a bunch of ops in his graveyard. But they just didn't have enough mana, I guess. Metamorphose is really key to cast it twice in that
See,
turn.
this is the one where Wheel is not nearly as good, but it's still what we probably want to be doing.
Yeah, I forgot about how good it is against Storm.
This is not
But
a
you
very big deck.
don't play against Storm so infrequently.
Should we put a Core Firewalker in? A Grape Shot doesn't kill you.
It is kind of funny that Grape Shot does not kill you.
Oh no, it does. It doesn't count.
It doesn't stack, right?
Yeah, but you gain one for everything you cast, so you'd still probably gain a lot of life. These Winds of Abandon are probably good enough. You got to just keep his Mana Maker off the board.
The Winds of Abandon are good enough, you think?
Are good enough, no?
Okay, you want to cut the walls?
Yeah. Blade Splicers?
Well, we still got to attack. I mean, you're putting a lot of removal here, Jay. I'm not sure if that's 100% necessary.
One less of these. Well, if you can't keep one of those things down, like you can't.
I think the wheel is still really good. I think we need 3 wheels.
Yeah,
I think we put it. If you had 4, we put 4 wheels.
Okay.
Because it really does stop him. Like Past in Flames.
Maybe no Winds of Abandon. Because it does give him. It's another thing that just gives him another land.
Well, Deck and Stone gives him a clue. I mean,
yeah, but him taking time off the clue.
At least Winds of Abandon can work with Leonin Arbiter if it's out there. You know what I mean? Deck and Stone just gives.
We might want even Mind Sensors too, actually, because it does stop gifts ungiven.
Oh yeah, the gifts. I think we would have lost
Restos.
if we didn't take that gift, so we would have lost.
Let's take out Restos maybe, eh? They're a little slow.
Okay, and then what else? You want to take out some splicers?
One splicer anyway, and one Flicker Wisps maybe.
I mean, the Displacer is not super good against them either.
Oh, that's true.
And then put in a Blade Splicer. This Blade Splicer is 4 power.
That's right, and only a single white.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. That's not the best.
I think the Wheel and Sun and Moon is like it's going to be like a function almost like a Rest in Peace.
Keep.
Well, this is dicey, but I mean, we can play a 2-drop and a 3-drop and have removal for a card, so we can't mulligan it.
That's right. It's a good enough hand for sure. Especially on the draw where you might just lose anyway. They mull to 5.
That's a spicy start, Jay.
That's a development.
We got all our fuck ups out of the way in the first.
Yeah, right. That's the last mistake I ever made.
There's still plenty of room for fuck ups. Yeah. Pass priority.
Yeah. Give him priority.
Ooh, this deck has like we said the last thing we recorded. This deck has a bad time mulliganing. It needs all its cards to win. It doesn't often win with a bunch of cards in its hand, right?
Right.
But if it has the right cards, it can still get you.
That's right. It doesn't need anything else. Should we path it?
Well, you regretted it last time.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's double white too, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, it's not nearly as good as Rest in Peace.
I think Thalia. Next turn will Winds of Abandon. No, I don't know. Just Winds of Abandon this. He gets 1 more mana.
I think let's play Thalia.
No, he's got remands and shit, man. Let's just Winds of Abandon this. He's at 3 cards.
That's my point. Like, if he lightning bolts this thing, he has 2 cards to win the game with. How is he ever going to do that?
Okay. Then.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
But don't listen to me. I'm
Thoughtsy's
terrible.
Thoughtsy's is to take his charm that makes green mana. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen here. I go down Derek's road, and then he just bitches about me.
Yeah, Derek's greedy road of just get destroyed every time.
And he's like, God, Samart sucks. He's always making the wrong move.
You're the one hitting the keys, man. I'm not doing
You
that.
hit F1.
I did. The one time I did.
That was the wrong time. Grape Shot. Planes. Yeah, I commanded it.
A beating.
I think we just apparition this.
Don't you just want to get this Wheel of Sun and Moon out? Well, he can't counter it.
Yeah, but then he does nothing. He doesn't have anything out to do anything anyway. He has 2 mana only. Right now he'll have 3 and up to 4 mana. If he plays Gifts Ungiven won't be the best.
I think I want to because I don't think he can win when we have Wheel and Sun and Moon out, Jason.
Okay, let's try.
Can he? Like, how does he win?
Oh, it's only one person.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was either player.
No. So Tarmogoyf's not that good against Tarmogoyf. I guess he can still, but Past in Flames and Gifts Ungiven just do nothing now.
Yeah, that's right.
And he can win the game without that, theoretically, but it's very tough. Although the Electromancer is part of that plan.
Well, double mulls hurts it.
Well, next turn we can play Winds of Abandon and this Displacer.
Cards in your hand. Okay. What does he put? Into the graveyard. Slate a hand and remand. Okay.
So play the temple. So we can play 2 cards. We play 2 spells this turn. We play the temple, right?
Well, we want to play this apparition.
Okay.
No fucking around.
Okay.
Because then we can cast this if with overload.
You're
if we
right.
need to.
You're right. You're completely right. Man, if only we had him. We had an arbiter here.
And plus, this sets us up for the displacer next turn to take out another guy.
Yeah. I think we're in very good shape.
Yeah, this looks over. Call it. You don't even have to watch the end of this video, everybody. It's just going through the motions. Oops, I just messed up.
He's stuck on 2 land.
Double mull.
He's got none of his graveyard stuff does what it wants it to do.
He keeps putting like land back in his deck. It's like, oh, I guess he would have done that anyway. But the Slate of Hand goes back. I don't know. Is it good or bad? The Slate of Hand goes back in.
I mean, the 2 cards that he uses to win the game aren't available to him, and we're gonna play 3/3s and beat him down here.
Get in for 2. We don't go fast. See what I mean about this Winds of Abandon, people?
Slows it down.
Slows the game down.
Mucks it up.
Get out a displacer.
Get out both displacers.
What if he has something that sweep the leg?
All right. I guess you won't be a
We've
coward
got
about
this.
it.
I do. I don't want to die like that. Oh, remand time. Oh, a braid for that guy.
So we're definitely gonna play another one then.
Or we could just take out his token at the end of the turn. No, we don't need to. Yeah, you're right. Get out more.
I want to actually win the game before he.
Yeah, I like winning too. You're right.
Because if he has 7 mana out, he can still just win the game.
That's right. And he is sculpting his hand every turn. Ooh, looks like it's time to overload. Oh no, it's time to Thought Knot, of course.
Yeah, it turns out it's time to Thought Knot.
Get in first.
Well, we can displace this illusion.
That's why we attack with both.
Okay. Wait before he's going to double block, or...
Then we displace the illusion.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he might as well dump. Yeah, you're right. He's just not going to... He may just chump dump. And
Yeah,
then that
that's
way
right.
we don't have to waste 3 mana anyway.
That's right. Well, it's too bad we can't play... Oh, he can remand this turn still, eh?
Yeah. Well, we can Winds of Abandon first, and then Thought Knot's here. Winds of Abandon comes to play tapped his land, right?
Yeah, that's right. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it, eh? I like it. We don't need to overload this.
He's probably going to be happy to get the land, honestly.
Or the card off remand. But I think we leave it and we just Thought Knot him, eh?
Yeah, no, you're right about the remand. At least it's not a brawl and he gets the loot.
So now we're going to Thought Knot
Oh,
him.
for sure. Take a look at what he drew. If any time we draw land an Arbiter, he's dead.
Oh, yeah. I think either way, man. This is pretty over.
We have a ton of power. He basically can't block.
Thought Knot is going to take... What do we want?
What is Pieces of the Puzzle?
It's the thing he gets two cards in his hand from it.
Just take Repeal. Like, the only thing that actually does anything to the board. The rest of this stuff is garbage.
Well, how much mana does he have, though? Who cares about Repeal? I think take Manamorphose. That's the stupid card I hate the most. Oh, no, take this. That gives him positive mana. He's mana screwed. If he's going to do anything, it's going to have to do with mana.
Okay. Metamorphosis is in positive mana as well, but not as much.
Oh, he draws the card off the Metamorphose. I forgot about that guy.
So it gives him a mana and a card rather than just 3 mana.
Yeah.
Or 2 mana, I guess.
Yeah, he gets 1 mana on a card instead of 2 mana. 2 mana? Yeah, extra. Net. I don't know. I'm rusty. I warned everybody. Luckily, my deck is sick, so I don't have to. I don't have to play very good. You know.
That was always play with the 3-wood, man. You can't fuck up a swing with a 3-wood. Don't go for the heights. Just every time, consistency. Serum Visions.
Drinking too much serum over there.
He's having a tough time. He mulliganed to 5, and we're punishing him a little bit, so he's having a tough time.
Should we overload this at Winds of Abandon next turn? Over the top.
We could just double tap his stuff. It's
Oh,
not even
yeah,
relevant.
that's
Why
true.
give him the mana?
No, it's probably better to actually just Winds of Abandon that Electromancer though, because he does do dirty. It doesn't look like much.
He's gonna
things get out of
he's gonna
hand.
repeal our guy, so
Which one? A Displacer?
just so he doesn't die. I mean,
I'll use the other Displacer to displace it so he doesn't draw a card.
displace, buster.
I displace my Displacer.
He's having a hard time scrying here too.
That's right. Scry me a river. Scry me a river.
Although he has used less time than us, so we can't.
Yeah, I know. That's always it's like I'm about to start whining. I'm like, oh wow, he's still got a minute and a half on me.
We do that.
I must be infuriating to play against.
We do that an awful lot.
It's true. It's like about to.
In real life, though, we never ever take time to think. Just jam it down.
Well, it's talking, right?
It's only because we're yelling at each other that we take
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're about to, don't tap that mana. It's like, what difference could it make? Then you can do a 3-minute conversation about like some 2% chance or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, now I'm going to run out of time and lose this game.
2 cards on the bottom. I like that a lot.
Uh-oh. Should have took that. Damn it. I regret that. Wheel. Oh.
This wheel,
Sun
this
and
wheel,
moon.
like I think it's just effing him. Like,
Yeah, well, I don't. He doesn't get anywhere.
He needs
just,
to have such a commanding lead to do anything.
That's the truth. Pieces of the puzzle. Pyretic ritual and a sleight of hand.
Yeah, he's gonna take those 2. Yeah. Otherwise, his piece of the puzzle card is actually such a beating for us because it's like kind of like drawing 5 cards because you can put 3 relevant cards in the graveyard sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. There's 7 cards or something like after the flash and backs.
So he can't even repeal at this point.
So we only do 10 for all in. So what could he do? Grape shot? Ritual grape shot? How many would
Like
that
right
be?
now?
Yeah, that would be what? 4? Get rid of Thought Knot? Oh, empty the Warrens. Good thing I have this Winds of Abandon! Enjoy all your land! It's all the land in the universe.
He's gonna get all the land, but I don't think he's gonna be able to win. Yeah, we just put that Mutable in play, so this is cute. I mean, he gets a lot of land. I don't think he'll be able to win the game. Yeah. It's very cute what we just did to him there. I feel sorry for him. He double mauled and
I don't. This is modern, baby. Welcome to the jungle. We've never had to double maul. Oh. Yeah, no mercy.
Cobra Kai, baby. Cobra Kai.
Strike first. Okay.
All right, well, we always start off good, Jason. Now here comes the losses.
Not yet. We usually get at least one more win. All right, everybody. Join us for round 2 as we continue the dominance.
It stopped.